All right, and we are live. All right, we live. It is the My Part of Town podcast, MPOTP podcast. This show is all about Philadelphia and all the things that go on in and around the city, and also what's going on in your city and any other city around the country. You want to know the food, the places you eat, where you do hang out. Do you go to the casino in your city? Do you get drunk? Did you get arrested before? Tell us everything about your city, as we are going to tell you everything you don't want to know about Philadelphia, whether you like it or not. So I'm Mr. C, the Enforcer Poppy, called a bad boy. I always play some video before I get into everything I'm doing. So I'm going to go ahead and pop on a playlist and get it on down and then send out the links to my guys and I'll get settled. So 1 second here. Don't mind me. So, I'm only gonna play our stuff that we own. I will play some other stuff I got, but fair use reasons, I don't want to play that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and play some skip back stuff. I don't know. I'll play some of mine. Fuck it, right? I'll play some of mine. I'll play some of my stuff. That'll work. Fair use. Cat poop crazy Carl. I'm going to start talking in about 10, 15 minutes and get into the game. Yeah. Hey, you guys. Welcome to Cat Poop Crazy number 20. This is what I'm going to call my Clean Cat Poop Clean comedy series. And I'm going to do my comedy set straight up into the video camera. It's not going to do them on stage. Of course, this microphone is working. Anyway, make sure you like, share, subscribe, send this out to your friends and family. I'm a goofy guy. I got a podcast that also comes on the channel on Mondays, which is called the Noodle Free Podcast, and then My Part of Town podcast on Tuesday, which is based on city life in Philly. And you can always come on the show and hit the link and talk to us, and we'll even interview you on our show. So definitely check out our podcast too, and I'm gonna keep posting videos. And this is one of my new series called Cat Poop Clean Comedy, where I'm gonna do my stand-up comedy sets as videos. So let's get into it. So of course, I'm Mr. C, the Enforcer, aka Poppy, called a bad boy. I'm 48 years old. If you don't know, as good as I look, I'm from Philly. I've been living in Cali for a bunch of years since 2008, and now I've had these things called come to Jesus moments, right? And what's going on with them is each one of them has showed me some different things. Because I lived in a city in Philly, lived in a city in LA, and I've noticed some differences. Now, one of my cat poop crazy Jesus moments was the reality that, okay, now you guys got to listen up. Everybody, white people, Latinos, black people, you got to listen up. The Filipinos are coming. The Filipinos are coming. I'm like the guy, John Revere riding a horse. The Filipinos are coming. Now, I have a bunch of Filipino friends. Matter of fact, the lady that babysat me as a child after school when I was a latchkey kid was a Filipino lady, Miss Ching, a wonderful lady and whatnot. And I think I'm technically part Filipino, so I think that's where the hatred comes from. But I'm not sure. But basically, I got here, and there was only 1 or 2 Filipinos in Philly. I got to LA, man. Dude, every third Asian person I meet here is a Filipino, and they're deep. I'm cool with Rufio. And they got like all these weird traditions, dog. Filipinos is the craziest stuff either. Number one, they name all their boys and girls with the same letter. So the one guy's name is Erwin, the other guy's name is Edwin, and Erwin, and Edwin, and Edgar, and they all E. Just like if you know anything about Rufio, his name is Dante Bosco. His brother's name is like Dion and Dionso and Diopo and Dieta. Like they all the same letter. It's like cultish. And then, oh my God, look at them. Dude, they all become nurses. How do you have an entire country become nurses? Or like actors. That's like the only 2 choices. Become a nurse or an actor. Actually, they become nurses first and then they learn how to act. Being nurses, like, oh yeah, you're going to live. They're like, oh, that's some good acting right there. And whatnot. And then, oh my God, what's the thing with the accent, right? I'm bowing to the boar. I'm going to the board. I'm going to the house. Like that's how you know you're talking to a real Filipino old lady. If she got that B word accent, yeah, that's super Filipino and whatnot. And they eat the egg with the live bird, all kind of weird stuff, right? So once again, now the coming Jesus moment, as I warned you guys, hey, white people, Latinos, black people, listen up. Filipinos are Latino, Asian. They work great like white people, and then they're gangster like black people. Like, I'm telling you, like once the full society finds out about Filipinos, it's over for all of us. So you guys, Filipinos, that is one of my coming to Jesus moments. Another thing that I noticed moving from Philly to LA about 10, 15 years ago, because back in 2008, it's been years now. Wow, 2023. How long does time fly? But I am a sports fan. I love the Sixers. I love the stinking Eagles. I love the Phillies, baby. And I love the Broad Street Bullies, Flyers. Right? I get all hyped. So I get out here and I used to wear my little Phillies baseball cap all the time. So I used to wear it out to the shows. I'm just thinking I'm doing normal baseball love and stuff and whatnot. And then, dude, I'm going to tell you, I developed a whole new respect because, you know, you're from the East Coast. You think that Hollywood is all sunshine and nice people. Oh, my God, I need some avocado on my taco. You know, you think that's what a Dodger fan is, right? You have no idea. You know, Dodger fans are like MS-13 gangsters with like 12 bodies on the run. Like, you come to the game, I was walking in the game and whatnot, and then I'm just walking. I'm minding my business like it's a Phillies-Dodgers game. I'm there with my friend that likes the Dodgers. I'm just walking, and all of a sudden, and I hear in the background is, hey, that's an ugly hat, fool. I'm just like, that's an ugly hat, fool. Like, who's he talking to? Yeah. And then this dude, 5 Mexicans standing right there. I mean, the short pants, the plaid shirts with the one button. I'm like, oh my God, I'm getting stabbed to death in the game, right? And that's the ugly hat, fool. I was like, and I just hit him with the sports guy thing. I was like, you're just mad about last year's disappointment, his buddy. I hit him with the white guy trick. I used white boy tactics on this one. And he's like, okay, fool. That's all right. We're going to bust your ass today, fool. And then they went about their business. I said, oh my God, I avoided a murder. What's another time? Oh my God. So I thought, okay, that's as worse as it gets. At the game, no problem. The Dodgers fans, few gangsters, but if you sports your fan your way out, they don't put you in a coma. So I don't know if you know that. The Dodgers fans put a Giants fan in a coma a few years back. And that's when I really got the respect. That's just me. So I would always talk. And I would get to the shows and I'll be hating, you know, I'm a Philly dude. I was new here. And I was like, oh man, the Dodgers, F the Dodgers, blah, 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 blah. They ain't nothing else because they weak. And dog, in the back, I swear, I'd be in the middle of telling my joke, like, ha, ha, ha. In the back, I'd be like, here, F you, fool, those Dodgers. And I was like, oh my God. And then I would look in the back and it would be like a 50-year-old Mexican lady. So that's when I knew Dodgers fans were serious. I've always had no cable growing up. No cable growing up. You know, the internet now is like cable, so I get a big break, but I still I'm so addicted to having no cable. I used to watch a lot of nature shows. You know, the nature shows with the animals eating each other, getting little freaky deaky. You see the National Geographic, they show the little African ladies like, I'm not saying I did anything with lotion and that in my free time. But the point is, I didn't really have any cable as a kid, so I used to watch Channel 12 and see a lot of nature shows. And I got really into people. I love people. I love looking at us, love examining us. And I was watching a nature show one day, and I was complaining about something that I thought was serious. I thought I was complaining about something serious. And I'm not even going to tell you what it is, because I'm embarrassed to even tell you. I was complaining. I'm like, oh, man, this is stupid. What am I going to do? I was just crying and complaining. And a nature show came on, and it was after I got out here, and I think I was watching Discovery Channel on the YouTube. You know, they got Discovery Channel and nature shows and documentaries on the YouTube now. So I'm watching the YouTube, and it's giraffe documentary. So, you know, giraffes, you know, big, tall, 12-foot dudes with the big necks, and giraffe, they're big horses, right? So I'm watching the giraffe do his thing, and it's a giraffe giving birth to its baby, right? Now, I don't know if you know, A giraffe's private area is about 6 feet tall. I mean, like, I'm 6'4". Giraffe private area, baby portal. Right here, like, ooh, like, I got it on my face. I got it on my face. I got it on my face. Wait, give me a second for this video. I got it on my face. Okay. I mean, I guess I went to my jokes. I could feel the moisture. But the point is, 6 feet, right? And it's having a baby. You know, you got they got the English Australian guy. I don't know how. Why do they all sound like the crocodile hunter? Still, then the back. Ew. So it's the giraffe, and it's having a baby. So the baby's coming out, falling out to the thing, and it's a night on the savannah in spring. Like, I'm like, why is he sounding the crocodile hunter? I thought he was gone. But anyway, right? So the baby falls from the giraffe private area. I'm 6'4". Baby coming out right here from the portal, right? The baby falls out. Wow, right on his head. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God, that baby just fell 6 feet onto its head. Could you imagine falling 6 feet onto your head as a baby? First day. You think that slap on the butt your doctor give you something. Why did you fall 6 feet off your head on the floor? So I'm like, oh, I'm in the house. Oh, and I might have been, medicating myself at the time. So I might have been a little extra concerned. Don't judge me and whatnot. And I was like, oh my God, what happened to you? Oh, that's terrible. And then, of course, it's doing the cute animal thing. It's licking that white stuff. It's like, It's licking the white stuff off. So I'm like, okay, that's cute. The mom's looking around, making sure there's no trouble. She's got the big, pretty giraffe eyes where they blink like, the big, pretty giraffe eyes, like where you want to get like something wonderful to go on later on that night and make a new baby. You get what I'm saying? So the giraffe is looking around and notices over in the bushes that there's a leopard bent down, ready to attack him. So the giraffe like alerts the baby. I'm like, oh my God, run, baby, you run! You know what I mean? And the baby, it has been 5 minutes since the baby has been born. And it now has to run from a leopard/cheetah, whatever it is. It's something fast that eats you. That's the point, right? Run from it, full speed to escape. And your mom's like, run! And you're like, oh my God, what is run? You don't know what your arms or legs are yet. You're like kicking up, you're stumbling, you're falling, like trying not to get eaten. And then the whole rest of your life, you got to run like that or something will kill you. And I'm sitting here complaining. And now I can admit what I was complaining about. I was complaining about Facebook going down. Remember when that happened? Twitter went down. I'm like, oh, my Facebook is down. My Twitter is down. How can I post? I can't promote my shows like that. Oh, what I'm going to do? Life is so hard. And then I thought about, I was watching that show and I was like, wow, I'm a real little punk. I'm sitting here complaining about my Facebook being down. And this daggone giraffe is running from a cheetah for 10 years, praying to God it don't get ate. So, yeah, that's that. So, when I first got to LA, I started doing stand-up comedy. I started doing shows. I started doing stuff. I was all excited because you're like, oh, I'm in LA. I'm doing comedy. I'm telling jokes on Hollywood and Sunset. Not getting paid. Not getting paid. Anyway, doing the shows on Sunset, killing it, promoting, doing my advertisements. Once again, that's why I had my issue beforehand with the animals. They were messing up my promos for my shows that nobody comes to. So I'm really hype about it. And then eventually I get a show in Las Vegas. That's right. Viva Las Vegas. Yes, Vegas. So I'm really hyped. And if you don't know what LA as a stand-up comedian, getting a show in Vegas for some reason is like the bee's knees, okay? I'm talking about the knees of a bee that's got a large buttocks like Kim Kardashian, like those kind of bee's knees, right? So I get the show in Las Vegas. It is at the Red Palms. It's across from New York, on the Strip. It's in the middle of all the great hotels and all the nice ones, the ones with the water that does the thing, the water, all that stuff, right? I'm hype. I'm like, oh, I'm in Vegas. There's 70 people here. I'm doing my show in Vegas. I'm about to be famous. I'm about to have a great show, right? Let's get videotaped. That's for a TV show we were going to try to put on the internet later. I'm like, oh, it's going down. Right? So everything goes great. The show goes great. The show was bomb. Everybody else is having a great show. Crowd is clapping. Crowd is enjoying everything. Ah, yeah, oh man, great. Everybody does the show, and then right before me, a comedian goes up, and he's from Detroit, Michigan. Now, if you know anything about Detroit, Michigan, you probably see where this is about to go. But he's from Detroit, has a great comedy set. People are enjoying his set, but he's a very militant comedian. Like one of those like KRS-One, Ja Rule, J. Cole, kind of I like eat Caucasians kind of rappers. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't like Caucasians because they hold the people down. Okay, Malcolm X comment, right? So that kind of comedian, Malcolm X comedian. He's really upset. He's on his Louis Farrakhan, ready to knock some rocks at somebody. And he gets on stage and he's getting to his final joke. I am on stage after this guy, right? So I'm excited. I'm about to get on the stage and tear this up. This is a dope crowd. I'm in Vegas. I'm in Vegas, baby. Hey, right? Oh, I'm excited, right? So the guy gets up there, and his last joke is, so I want to talk about Starbucks and Starbucks lattes. And I was just like, where's this just joke going? This jokes were kind of hood before. Like, where's this joke going, right? I'm talking Starbucks latte. Mind you, the crowd was 80 to 90% Caucasian. There were almost no African Americans, Latinos, or Asians there. Almost all Caucasian people in the crowd, by the way. He says, hey, so I just want to talk about Starbucks, right? And latte. He said, anybody in here who drinks Starbucks lattes is a racist. And he just stares at the crowd. And the crowd, I'm talking about, was vocal all night. Pure silence. Like, couldn't hear any white apologies in the room one bit, right? So, oh my God, it's so quiet. And then he finishes it. He realizes it's kind of dead. He's like, all right, I'm such and such. I'm out of here. And he leaves the stage. And then it used to be people clapping, oh my God. To his last thing after he done, he was like, all right, I'm out. And it was like, he was like, oh. And then next thing, of course, introducing Capu Crazy Carl Anthony, Carl for president. I'm just like, oh my God. I'm about to have to go out here after that, right? So I go out there after that. I'm like, oh my God, what am I do? What am I do, right? So I get out there and I'm looking around and the crowd is like kind of uncomfortable because he just kind of rocked them. He rocked them. So I'm like, well, I was going to tell my jokes, but I came to find out something new. Well, I was embarrassed to learn that if you drink Starbucks lattes, you're a racist. And I just want to tell you guys, I live in LA. I hang with a couple of millionaires, billionaires, rich people in West LA, West Hollywood, a couple of Rainbow Brothers, West LA. You know how we kick it. Party all night, drink all morning, right? So I actually tend to drink a lot of Starbucks lattes. So I said, my brother, and I turned around to the guys and said, my brother, if drinking Starbucks lattes make you racist, then you could call me the KKK Red Dragon. It's right here, because I drink my Starbucks lattes in a mofo. I said, I would tell you, I will hang 3 African Americans right now to prove my loyalty. Just make sure there are lattes at the hang. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. The crowd got over that. I got into my set and I told them I was Black Jesus. And that's that. So that's Capu Crazy 20, Mr. Clean Comedy. Carl, hope you liked it. Check your boy out. Stand-up comedy is what I do, but I also do acting, music, over words, and everything else. Like, share, subscribe. Check out the podcast, Noodle Free Mondays, My Part of Town podcast, streaming on 3 different sites, Facebook Skip Bags, my Capu Crazy page, and also Twitch, Mr. C Twitch Gang. So check that out. Capu Crazy Carl. We out of here. do politics over punani. We do education over ecstasy. We do literacy over linguistic ability. MATURAL, wanna get it as green and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. MATURAL, wanna get it as green and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. Hey.
From the skinny to the biggie, ain't no plastic in the body. Keep that trash away from kitty. Like my ladies green the way the nature made them. Curly hair the nation, chocolate preferentation. We like the ladies litty flavored Baskin Robbins skinny waistin'. Don't get it wrong, we even take them yellow, brown, Caucasian. Patron Dr. Umar, ain't no bunny hopping. Too far. The natural queens coming all sizes, dropping stars.
MATURAL, wanna get it as green and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. MATURAL, wanna get it as green and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural
it's going down.
a natural
Black Trump in the house. Body parts soft, clean, jean pillows popping. Tasty water flows, nappy heads steady rocking. Where your man at? Well, I'm here now. All that fear chat, it ain't here now. Protection in the building, family beat the drilling. Cooking for the kids and get me piece of bacon dealing. My trusted counsel when I get my piece of bacon building. Keep the family diet clean. I need a
MATURAL, wanna get it as green and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. MATURAL, wanna get it as green and no plastic everywhere. A natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl, a natural girl. Hey. We do murder over money, and we do righteousness over your activity. I need a natural girl. A Big Papa Africa. Bang, and we have hit the start of the My Part of Town podcast. It says I can't unmute my guest because their mic is not connected, so he must be busy. It's the My Part of Town podcast. I'm Mr. Senior Enforcer, aka Poppy Carl, the bad boy. It's 9 o'clock on the money. We in the game, stomping, bomping, rumping, and romping. We out here in the game. If you just noticed, that was my new little video I'm working on. A new song I have out right now, which is a clean song, which is a respectable song about natural, beautiful women. It's called Natural Girl, paging Dr. Umar. So if you're a natural woman, or if you like natural woman, or if you respect your mom, who's probably a natural woman, you might want to go add that to your Spotify, your Apple Music, your Vivo, and play that, dance to it, and do duos to it. Because I've been listening to Suki Hana and Sexy Red. I don't know if you want to tell your mother that your pussy is pink and your booty hole is brown. Wow, right? That shit's offensive. We're up in here in the My Part of Town podcast. This show is all about Philadelphia. Of course, I got one of my guest hosts with me, Volo MPOTP-MY, who I think is away from his computer at this time because it's saying I can't unmute him. And Mr. BAS is out busy. He's been having some troubles lately, so he's up and down and in and out. If you would like to know, today's Philadelphia bio of the day is Miss Daphne Oz. I don't know if I did her already, but she's about to get done again because she looked like she was fine as hell in the photo that I saw. Matter of fact, let's pull up a picture of Miss Daphne Oz fine motherfucking ass. Let's see here. DAPHNEOZ. Images. Let me see. Images. There you go. And let's pull up a picture of Miss Daphne Oz. So this is the young lady that's going to be our Philadelphia bio of the week, Miss Daphne Oz. She is a Philadelphian, apparently, and a pretty cute one. It says she's some sort of writer from Philadelphia. And I'll be doing her biography later on. I always do that to close out the show. If Volo is not been killed yet by that robot, he may also give us some other things to finish the show up with. As for now, since it looks like my guys are down, let's go into some current news right here. I don't think we have a very good sports report because all of our sports teams are really in the crapper. So I'm going to give you guys what I call the Ghetto Sports Report, and we'll check it out and see what's going on. Let's see what we got here. Bam, 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 bam. All right, so we got the Ghetto Sports Report. We got...
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. I thought the robot killed you.
Nah, I was muted, and I thought we did Daphne Oz already.
We probably did. I don't know. Her name seems familiar and shit. I don't know. I think we did her too, dog.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look up somebody else. So what's going on?
That's what's the name? Oz's daughter or something like that. You said.
Oh yeah. That fucking bitch. I knew I didn't like that stinking asshole. So what's been going on with you, man? What's happening?
Nothing. I was napping. I woke up though in time.
Yeah.
This is what I do. I eat, sleep, work, Zelda, repeat. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you're like a lion that has a video game system.
Yeah. It's basically.
Nothing wrong with that. Any wrap up stuff from the last few days since Bolo and Butthead on set? Well, I don't know what's that. Oh, since Monday.
Right.
Since Monday. Wrap up since Monday?
Nah, just working. Working my butt off.
Yeah, same gig.
Yeah. I'm a perm there now, and I'm still doing. Whenever I get called in for something. So
you permanent. So does that mean they can still fire you at any time?
Oh yeah, definitely. They can do that anytime they want. That's the way it works.
That sounds like American job security in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
And then it's always your fault, right?
Yeah, well, according to Dr. Umar, it's all my fault. Yeah. I made Sharika fuck Tyrone. My bad. I mean to jam his dick in her pussy. My fault. Let me go raise their kids since he's not around. The fuck. Anyway, I don't know this guy's name. All right, so we're changing our Philly bio to some guy named Stephen Macht. I forgot we did Daphne Oz. Yeah, she's Dr. Oz's son. I just remember that on that last time because I said I was about to whoop Dr. Oz motherfucking ass.
Is he still with us? The guy that beat Oz.
What happened?
I wonder if he's still with us. The senator, the guy that beat Oz for the Senate race.
I don't know. Let me look it up in a second. I'm doing some updates right now.
All right.
So I can't do both at once. So if I don't know his name, I can't do it until I Google it.
Right.
Man, the Stephen Macht guy.
Maybe I can find my phone.
Oh well, no, you could definitely participate in the running in the show if you like, Volo.
Yeah. Do some work.
If you have the time. I know you're busy.
I can do some work in the background.
Yeah. Because, people with real TV shows don't have research crews.
Yeah.
It's just like one dude doing it himself, Bill Meyer nailing it himself. All right, so we got everything updated to our guy who is our new Philly buyer, Mr. Stephen Macht. So we're going to check out Stephen Macht later. I like his name. He sounds like the kind of guy that would have died in the Ocean Gate. It's just that they told you 5 people died in the Ocean Gate, and one of them's name was Stephen Macht, and his name looks like yacht, but spelled with an M. You're like, yep, he was in there. He's got that kind of name. Look at that, Stephen Macht. Yeah, come on, tell me that guy's not rich. Come on. How am I supposed to know? Allegedly. I don't want to get canceled. Actually, I'm nobody yet, so I can't be canceled. You could cancel me up right now by trying to cancel me. You make me famous. So Please put a steamroller over my rap CDs. Excellent. So we're all settling in. Oh, and you said so Dr. Oz ran for political office?
Yeah, against Fetterman. I'm looking up Fetterman now. John Fetterman.
John Fetterman. What state? California?
Pennsylvania, man. Pennsylvania.
I forget he's from the crib, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole. He's actually they say he live in Jersey, but his parents still live in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. So he used his parents' address as his running state.
Now I'm not gonna. Who did he lost to this guy?
He lost to Fetterman, and Fetterman had a stroke.
Do you see the pictures on the screen?
No, let me see.
He lost to that guy.
Yeah, he lost to Fetterman.
That guy looks like he died of a stroke a week later.
Yeah,
He looks angry and dangerous, and like he has tattoos all over his body except for on his suit.
Yeah.
And you lost to this guy.
Yeah, he lost to him, and he had a stroke, so he can't even talk that great.
I can guarantee Dr. Oz and Hillary Clinton are having sex for losing to the two weakest opponents in history. They're just fucking like, I don't believe I lost to Don. I don't believe I lost to John. The irony of their names sounding the same. Go fuck. That's crazy right there. John Fetterman. So they had a race. Oh, did they have a debate? Let's see.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, let's see. John Fetterman. Well, why is he still called Dr. Oz though in the debate though, right? Dr. Oz debate.
Oh shit.
This should be something I could. Oh, something racist is happening. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. What happened? Oh, I think my Chrome is getting upgraded. Okay. I don't know. Something happened with Chrome. It's doing stuff. All right. I don't know. I don't know. It's missing. I don't know. It's doing something. All right. Let's see videos. I'm gonna try to bring it up on a YouTube channel of lower standard if possible, because if I bring it up on a Washington Post, one of those cunts, they're gonna be bitches about it. Let me see if somebody else that has zero notoriety did it. One moment. Okay. It doesn't look like that's going to happen. So I'm going to pull up. Oh, okay. Yeah, you restarted, dude. So I guess this was the full debate. Now, let's see here. Let's see. Pause. So he must have been running for Pittsburgh or something. I don't know. Let's see.
Not that he's from Pittsburgh.
I know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a video credit on the screen. Second here.
I suppose no.
I don't know. You don't know. Are you supposed to know?
Yeah.
All right. So let's. We're going to do a short, quick review. I'm going to check this out, and we're going to go. As I have on the screen, we're going to give credit to WXBI TV Pittsburgh. Also, shout out to Streamlabs, we are using right now. And let's see what we got here. Okay, I hit the wrong button. Close this, hit that, hit this, hit that, hit this, hit that. No, video credit is wrong. One moment.
WPXI Now. When a major story breaks, this is where you'll find 24-hour coverage from the
Fair
channel
use.
room to our crews
All
live
right,
in the
calm
field.
it
We'll
down,
bring you the information you need.
calm it down, Bucko. I'm trying to
Fair
fix my
use, fair
goddamn
use.
banner here. Trying to fix my banner because I pasted the wrong thing. I didn't even read it. See, that's some I'm gonna be a great politician shit. I only read shit before I post it. I'm just like Trump.
Now a spectacle. He chose money over his conscience.
My opponent, John Fetterman, if I voted because she grew up in a dream privilege.
Insult, stealing the spotlight.
So, video credit as it shows on screen is fair use to WPXI TV News Pittsburgh. We're just going to review some of their video of this Dr. Oz versus whatever this guy name is.
Fetterman. He's the actual senator, man.
Now, I'm going to tell you, being that Dr. Oz is a doctor, I suspected he's the one who sabotaged and killed this man. But whatever. Dr. Oz sabotaged him and gave him a stroke. Allegedly.
And check your volume, yo. I seen the volume like it's extra low, I think.
Oh, so that's racism. I see what's going on with you, white man. I see what you're doing in here. Let me see what's going on here. Let me check I'm 100 here. Let me check my system audios here. Let's see what's going on. What's going on?
Emo.
I want volumes up. Yeah, volumes up. Test my microphone. My microphone's up.
Yeah, you seem fine. When you was playing the video, it seemed kind of low.
Well, it's probably because it subverts me. What I'm gonna do is
Never mind.
a microphone is up to 90. Yo. Does it sound louder now?
It just sound the same. You sound good.
Okay, I'm just turning up to 90 and leave it at that. I think it's fun. I think the video is just submersing me so it can hit a video, you asshole. That's all. Anyway, fair use, video credit. We're going to do a temporary quick review because Volo said that Dr. Oz ran in a political campaign against some dude named Fetterman. So let's see what these guys are talking about.
All voters want a voice on the issues.
I'm thinking about women's rights.
Unity of the people. I'm looking for stability.
I think public health is most important.
Our leaders are not leaders at all. Tonight, Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman and Dr. Mehmet Oz face to face for the first and only time. Both men looking to prove they have what it takes to represent the people of Pennsylvania. Stand, Dr. Oz. Back to New Jersey.
I stand for Pennsylvania values, and I'm proud of it.
Live from the ABC 27 studios in Harrisburg, this is the Pennsylvania U.S. Senate debate.
It seems kind of low, but
Debate night in America. I'm Leland Vittert from News Nation.
Now, I'm going to pause this because I'm hungry as shit. So I want to know you guys, I'm just walking around looking for food. But we're going to watch some of this debate, talk a little crap. We do love politics. And this does relate to Philadelphia and Pennsylvania's politics. So I actually think this is a great topic for us to go over. So I'm going to experiment with this. We got the fair use. We got the video credit up there. We're going to stop it here and there and talk about it. Okay, Volo?
sounds like a plan.
All right. See, now because you're incompetent, I got to put on headphones and listen to the stream myself. 1 minute. I got to go back and put it on and listen to my phone now and see if you know what the fuck you talking about, the sound, or you just full of shit. So I can put them on and be like, man, this sound fine. Do I have to do that, Bolo? Do I have to do that? I have to actually, I gotta find my headphones, put them on, turn it on, probably gonna be loud as shit in my ear.
Check your mixing board.
I ain't checking shit. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna listen to the stream. And if the stream is fine, then you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So the stream will be coming from a totally different device.
Is it all Android?
Not too late now. You made me do all this now. Yeah.
1 2 1 2.
Yeah.
1 2 1 2.
Bolo, it sounds ridiculously super clear in these headphones. Now, I will say, I don't know if you have some kind of fan on in the background, but that shit be blowing like a motherfucker the whole show.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I don't know if you can turn it on low.
I got the air on too, so I can turn it down low.
Well, I mean, if you need both, if you do need both, nigga, lose some fucking weight. What the fuck is wrong with you? Drink some fucking water. Eat a salad, motherfucker. Shit.
I just started using the air.
Hey, if you need them both, you need to drop 10 pounds, nigga.
John Fetterman. Yeah, I don't hear it at all, man. Oh, you ain't play it.
Oh, Drip Goofy, we from the crib, man. I'm from Uptown, man. Mount Airy, Philly. I went to Germantown High School, man. Martin Luther King in the summer times. We Uptown, man. I used to get robbed for my bicycles, man. Going to my homie's crib. This one over here, Big Volo, he from the other side. What is y'all's called? Wadsworth?
Vernon Road.
Yeah, Vernon Road, Wadsworth over there. What's
Yeah,
that? What's
Wadsworth,
the elementary school called over there?
What is the name of that school?
The one with the hills.
Edmonds.
Huh? Edmonds. You over there by Edmonds and all that. Yeah, we from the crib, man. Now, Drip Goofy, where you from, Drip Goofy? Well, in fact, what about that?
I'm saying the volume that. Oh, you ain't even playing it. And not that you was playing the video.
We're talking.
Oh, well, who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the guy in the chat on the Twitch.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, the Drip from out west. I like Drip. Drip from out west. Should I call the cops on you, Drip? I'm getting nervous. You know, I'm an Uptown dude. You know, we kind of soft. We be reading and shit. Yeah, shout out to West, man. One of the greatest parts of Philadelphia. It even made one of the biggest parts of the city, West Philadelphia, man. Just like with Will Smith. West Philadelphia, born and raised. My homeboys, when they used to go to get cute girls, they used to go out to West Philly to meet shorties. That used to be where all my homies used to meet all the bad shorties at. Like all the Uptown dudes used to go out to West to meet shorties. Volo, do you have any stories about West Philly?
I used to live near 52nd and Parkside.
Okay, there you go. Shout out to West. He was up 52nd. He's up 52nd and Parkside. There you go. There you go. Hell yeah. There you go. Shout out to that. Well, thanks for coming through and watching some of the show, Big Drip, man. One love to you, man. You ever got any comments, definitely make your comments. Shout out to us. Even if you want to come on and get interviewed, we'll talk to you about your experience in Philly. We'll interview about your Philly experience, top to bottom. If you ever want to come to the show, you feel bored, and you want to get asked questions about how you grew up in Philly and your favorite place to eat and all that stuff, we down to do it. Right now, we checking out this dude, Dr. Oz. If you don't know, Dr. Oz from the crib, fam. Everybody, Dr. Oz from the crib. His daughter from the crib. I actually met her out in L.A. I was about to beat Dr. Ass like 2-3 years ago at a film festival over his daughter. But luckily, I think it was just two Pennsylvania boys meeting each other, keeping it real. So right now, we're going to watch this debate he apparently had when he ran for politician in PA. And we're going to criticize it a little bit and break it down and see what Dr. Oz was talking about, because, you know, he ain't a real one. Let's see what we got going on.
The stakes tonight could not be higher, not only for the Keystone State, but for the country. Control of the U.S. Senate for either party runs through Pennsylvania. Dennis Owens, WHTM political reporter and anchor here in Harrisburg, along with Lisa Sylvester from WPXI in Pittsburgh, will moderate tonight's debate. We want to welcome our viewers watching tonight from across the country on News Nation. Voters can watch this debate in all 67 Pennsylvania counties on 9 television stations.
Okay,
serving
this has
Ramadan.
nothing to do with debate. We're skipping. Skip. All right, here we go. Okay, number one on physicality alone, who you think wins?
Well, Fetterman before the stroke.
What happened?
I said Fetterman before the stroke.
Yeah, right. Number two, Dr. Oz looked just like that when I was about to beat his ass. He looked just like that. Same pretty much suit. I was like, I'm about to whoop Dr. Oz's ass. And I'm over here drunk off my ass. Don't you touch my trophy, Dr. Oz. I will whoop your ass. I still got beef with Dr. Oz, low-key. I think I do. I think I'm going to whoop his ass.
The U.S. Senator, you have 60 seconds.
Allegedly.
Hi, good night, everybody. I'm running to serve Pennsylvania. He's running to use Pennsylvania.
That boy got a thick
Here's a
neck.
man that spent more than $20 million of his own money to try to buy that seat. I'm also having to talk about something called the Oz rule, that if he's on TV, he's lying. He did that during his career on his TV show. He's done that during his campaign about lying about our record here. And he's also lying probably during this debate. And let's also talk about the
Okay, this guy can't talk for
I
shit.
had a stroke. He's never let me forget that.
Well, you died from it later, bro.
During this debate was to
I guess Dr. Oz called
knocked
it.
me down, but I'm going to keep coming back up.
He
And
ain't
this
died.
campaign is all about, to me, is about
Oh, I thought you
fighting
said he
for
died.
everyone
No,
in
I was
Pennsylvania
wondering where this
that ever
was
got
up with
knocked
him.
down.
We don't hear
That
nothing
needs
about
to
him no
get
more.
back up and fighting for all forgotten communities all across Pennsylvania that also got knocked down that needs to get back up.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fetterman. Mr.
Pause. So Volo, so he didn't pass away.
No, he's still with us. I just ain't. You just don't hear nothing about him. I was wondering what's going on with him. Like,
Oh, I thought you said something about how he had the stroke and he had passed on.
no. He had the stroke before this debate and everything.
And then Dr. Oz, he's like, man, this dude had a stroke. He's not fit for the office. Was that the argument?
Yeah. And it has gotten worse.
You never made that argument about Joe Biden?
Huh?
You never made that argument about Joe Biden?
Yeah, same thing.
Okay, well, then don't hesitate then, please. Please, spare
I
me.
mean about Joe Biden all the time, but you know.
Then spare me the hesitation. Let that shit fly. I'm 40. I'm 48 soon. I don't got time to not let shit fly. Clock is ticking. We ain't got time, Bolo. Stop playing with it.
4 more years of Joe.
Let's get back at it.
Raj, you are a doctor, a businessman, and television personality. But this is
And
your
TV
first run
personality.
for elected office.
Scumbag.
What qualifies you to
I
be a
will
U.S.
whoop your
Senator
ass,
from Pennsylvania?
Dr. Oz.
You have 60 seconds.
I'm running for the U.S. Senate because Washington keeps getting it wrong with extreme positions. I want to bring civility, balance, all the things that you want to see because you've been telling it to me on the campaign trail. And by doing that, we can bring us together in a way that has not been done of late. Democrats, Republicans talking to each other. John Fetterman takes everything to an extreme, and those extreme positions hurt us all. Let's take crime as an example because it's been such a big problem. Maureen Faulkner accompanied me today to the studio. You know, her husband was a police officer in Philadelphia. He was brutally murdered. John Fetterman, during this crime wave, has been trying to get as many murderers convicted and sentenced to life in prison out of jail as possible, including people who are similar to the man who murdered her husband. He does it without the rest of the people agreeing. He's doing it without the families on board. These radical positions extend beyond crime to wanting to legalize all drugs, to open the border, to raising our taxes. I want Washington to be civil again. If you need it to be less radical, John Fetterman, unfortunately, would bring that.
Mr. Oz, thank you. Lisa.
All right, gentlemen, on to the economy. Pennsylvanians are struggling to put food on the table and gas in their cars. Our Next Star Emerson College The Hill poll shows the economy and inflation are the biggest concerns for voters. 39% of them listed that.
Low key, we actually learning a lot about Pennsylvania right now, fam.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was running for Senate. So he wasn't just running for a city, he's running for the whole state.
Yeah.
So this is actually important to all of us. So, guys, this is a great Senate debate between Oz and Fetterman. And even though I'm teasing Oz because I still might whoop his ass one day if he talking shit. Allegedly. because he tried to steal our trophy and he touched it inappropriately, and me and my homeboys, we wasn't feeling that. And we're not scared to fight an old man, allegedly. But for now, Dr. Oz, you cool. But I think we're all going to really learn something here today. So I'm actually a little excited to review this debate. So this is pretty cool. Let's check it out. As I got the, let me make sure I got my credit back up there to the guys. You want to give your credit back up there. Video credit, once again, back up there to WPXI. I want to keep that up on the screen, get them their credit, because this is their video, and we're just reviewing it and checking it out.
As the top issue, beginning with you, Mr. Oz. You have blamed President Biden and reckless Democratic spending for the inflation crisis, but voters would like to hear your specific plan to cut spending. Please explain in 60 seconds.
Well, if you ask the U.S. government, they'll tell you they have 4% waste and fraud. Now, I've traveled over the Commonwealth and spoken to countless people. There was a lady in Beaver County at a county fair who told me, with fear in her heart, that she wanted to provide food for her son's highly nutritious chicken she wanted, she couldn't afford it anymore. That's a big problem. If we've got 4% waste and fraud, we ought to be able to take care of that. John Fetterman's, however, response continually is to raise taxes. He raised taxes as mayor. He tried to raise taxes as a lieutenant governor, 46%. That's
wait. So is that why he has the red tie on, Volo? Because he's the conservative?
Yeah.
Scumbag.
A big tax rate. He supported Joe Biden's recent tax rate increase, and he's done that without paying his own taxes 67 times. I'll say that again. He hasn't paid his own taxes 67 times, but he's raising mine and yours. Those are radical positions. They're extreme. They're out of touch with the values of Pennsylvanians. And I can make the difficult decisions, as you do in the operating room as a surgeon. I'll make them cutting our budget as well to make sure we don't have to raise taxes on a population already desperately in pain from the high inflation rate.
Mr. Fetterman, I will allow a 15-second rebuttal. He has specifically said you have not paid your taxes.
Bolo, when was this?
2021.
Oh, so he tried it while we was all sick and not looking.
He did it.
Oh, so this was last year.
Yeah, this was last year.
You know what? Being that he is out here with me and I've been running for president for the last 7 years, I'm going to go ahead and accuse Dr. Oz of stealing my idea to be a politician and change the world. Dr. Oz, I got 2 reasons to whoop your ass now. You done touched my Santa Monica Film Festival trophy because you thought your stinking behind daughter was going to win, and we bust her ass. Yeah, our shit was tight because we had Rufio. Shout out to Dante Bosco. And now you stealing my ideas to change the world by making policy to help people? Dr. Oz, who do you think you are? I might have to call Dr. Oz out for a fade. That's all I'm saying. Allegedly. Because we already know that Dr. Oz may have took this guy out at one point and gave him something to induce a heart attack. Allegedly. All right, back to the video. And shout out to this great review. This is a great debate done by WPXI.
And that you want to raise taxes on Americans. How do you respond?
Absolutely. The Oz rule, of course, he's lying. It was helping 2 students 17 years ago to help them buy their own homes. They didn't pay the bills, and it got her paid, and it has never been an issue in any of the campaign before. It was all about nonprofit.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Fetterman. Continuing with you, Mr. Fetterman, your opponent has criticized Democratic spending, as you heard. Has the Biden administration overspent? And if so, where do you think spending should be cut? You have 60 seconds.
No, here's what I think we have to fight about inflation here right now. That's what we need to fight about inflation. Right now, because it's a tax on working families. And Dr. Oz can't possibly understand what that is like. He has 10 gigantic mansions. We must push back against corporate greed. We must make sure that we're also pushing back against price gouging as well too. We also be able to make more in Pennsylvania, make more in America. When he had a choice to make his merchandise, the Oz label is on, he made it all in China. Who can you believe that can fight against inflation and pushing back against corporate greed, or somebody that is choosing working in China versus over American workers.
All right, I will allow a 15-second rebuttal to his comments that you have been making things in China. Mr. Oz.
I've been trying to.
Did you hear him make his comment about how companies have chosen to hire people and work over in China rather than hire American workers?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know how people complain about welfare, they complain about the flaggers, they complain about the transformers, they complain about the kids with the switches, right? Really, the stuff that's destroyed America is what he just said. They're taking all the good jobs, they're taking them to other places and paying people less and refusing to pay us the $15, $20 we deserve. And that leaves young men, young women without fathers and themselves able to pay the bills and raise somebody. And what do? You lash out. So people think it's really a lot of that other stuff, the no dad and all that stuff, but really it's stuff like what that man just mentioned. You take manufacturing and $20 to $30 odds out this country. Can't nobody be a dad? Can't nobody buy a house? Can't nobody feel respected or fed? And people will react. And that's why you have the people in Philly, on Kensington, the people here in downtown LA. Any comments on that, Bolo?
Talking about Skid Row?
The overall concept I just spoke on.
You close.
You're in. I tell you, Bolo, for your 50 plus years of experience in this world, your in-depth analysis is astounding.
To talk about policy issues with the people of Pennsylvania. As a doctor, I listen to their ideas and I want to talk about them. When John Fetterman brings up houses, the irony is he didn't pay for his own house. He got it for $1 from his sister, and he hasn't been able to earn a living.
Hey, nothing wrong with getting gifted a house by family. That's called inheritance, boy. I'm trying to get reparations. Let me get my reparations for $1 and get 20 million. Shut up, doctor. See, this is why Dr. Oz, I'm telling you, me and you, Dr. Oz, I see you out in LA at a 5-star restaurant. I invite you out back.
And as long as he lived off his parents. So it's not a topic that we should be debating on the stage. We should be talking about crime and inflation, the issues that are hurting Pennsylvanians that they're talking about at their kitchen table.
That's it. He got his Pennsylvania house from his own inlays from $1.
Mr. Fetterman, we have to continue on. We'll continue on with a follow-up question to you, Mr. Oz. This one is just for you. You tweeted in August that you will never stop fighting to lower gas prices for Pennsylvanians. Does that include supporting a suspension of the federal gas tax? You have 30 seconds.
I'm supportive of reducing taxes, but we want to be thoughtful about the long-term game plan to get gas taxes down and, frankly, all energy prices down. I have gone around the Commonwealth. I've witnessed people say, I'm not going on vacation this year because I can't afford to pay to take my trailer to the campground. They can't even get there. What we have to do is ensure that we don't have increased inflation, and the best way to do that is reduce gas prices. John Fetterman has gone after the energy industry. He called it a stain on Pennsylvania and argued we have to ban fracking. That is disconnected from Pennsylvania.
Thank you, Mr. Oz. We will get to the issue of fracking later on in this discussion.
Yeah.
Would you say that a doctor would be concerned about the biology and natural essence of humans in all life on Earth, right?
Especially fracking.
Right. That's my point. Would you say that a doctor of what he does should be concerned about fracking in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I can't wait till AI comes in. Screw these biologicals. So, I get what he is saying, but did you notice how he didn't have any solution?
Nah.
Did you hear a solution in there?
Nah.
And they asked him, how could you get gas prices down? So, Volo, we are in a complete vacuum. So we're going to do theoretical policy time.
Oh, gosh.
What is really your theoretical policy to get gas prices down, Volo?
You know how I feel about this Ponzi economics, man. I hate it.
You are running for fucking mayor of Philadelphia. You better practice, bitch. The fuck? Practice.
We invest more money into the schools.
All right. And that's going to bring down gas prices?
Yeah, that'll bring down gas prices.
Good job. So that's why you're running for city office instead of state or national office. So we'll let him slide on that. Fix the schools. Now, me, I'm a national guy. I'm an international policy, domestic policy guy. So my plan to bring down gas prices is a two-pronged attack. Actually, three, but I don't know what I'm going to be able to do about manufacturing. Prong number one is cut back on all wars that are on oil-rich areas that are unnecessary just to disturb something so we can get a better deal. If we leave them alone, we'll probably get a better deal and get decent oil prices. Number one, that'll help us with the oils a barrel internationally. Internally, we do have oil in America, which we have opened and closed and opened and closed, because the whole goal of these guys is to keep all of ours, use everybody else's up, and then 100 years from now, we're going to charge them $1 million for an inch of oil. That's the plan. I don't know if any American knows that. That's the whole American plan. We have the oil. We have plenty to get oil for free, but we sit on it, use everybody else's till we suck it dry, like how we did Mars. And then when we're done, we're going to sell everybody our oil at exorbitant prices. That is the American plan, and that's what your government's been working on for the last 100 years. I want to tap into some of that, but not all of it. But I think the combination of cutting back on wars, lowering price by lowering conflict and regulations, and taking back, what are they called when they put things on countries where they can't get money? What is that called? Sanctions? Cutting back sanctions, cutting back on wars, especially in oil-conflicted areas. Stop attacking and defending pipelines around the world. You will get better deals. And then use some of it here. Also, the final prong, which is, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but you need to bring manufacturing back to America. And you can either do it by lowering taxes or changing tariffs, but I'm not sure the major companies will come back just because you make the offer. My theory has been that the American people need to make our own product called the Americo product, where we make all products, TVs, cars, cell phones, everything you can think of. We make it here. We hire Americans here. We pay them $25 an hour to do it. You do those three things, gas prices will go down. So that's that. So that's a great analysis. You ready to get back to the interview, Bolo? The
Go
debate?
right
Oh, no.
We got to do, did you see Ice Cube? We got to get to Ice Cube today, too.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go through these guys for a little more, because I don't think we're going to go through the whole thing. Let me see if I skip a little bit here. Let me see if anybody's arms get to moving like they're about to fight.
Forget about Barack.
Huh?
Forget about Barack. I'm done with him.
Okay. Ooh, the black lady is giving them the two hands. So I think this is about to be a serious question. Well, let me back up a little bit. We're going to skip here and hit play.
Republican Senator Lindsey Graham has introduced a federal bill to ban abortion after 15 weeks. I know that you've been asked about this question before.
See the hand?
If the vote were held today, you were elected senator, you're on the Senate floor, the clerk calls you, there's a roll call vote. Are you a yay or a nay? How would you vote on the Lindsey Graham bill? You have 30 seconds.
Lisa, I don't even need 30 seconds. I'll give you a bigger answer. I am not going to support federal rules that block the ability of states to do what they wish to do. The abortion decision should be left up.
What's that? The video?
It froze.
It didn't freeze.
Oh.
I think they changed something on the video, because I'm looking at the video and it's playing. It's got like text on the screen and all that, right?
It might have got blocked.
No, my YouTube is still going.
The Matrix changes things, man, over time, man.
No, it's still going. It looks good. I think it was them. They definitely don't hear anything anymore. I don't know if that's their video or mine.
I'm about to go check the platinum plan again. It might be down to 500,000.
The who?
The platinum plan. Remember the platinum plan?
I don't even know what that is.
Your boy Don Trump.
I just wanted to throw my phone back on the internet right quick. Make sure everybody's going live. Make sure everything looks good. It's still playing. It's cool. Oh, you know what probably happened? I bet you my earphones is hooked up to a Bluetooth. That's why I can't hear nothing. Yeah, my phone is hooked up to the Bluetooth. That's what it is. My phone hooked up to the Bluetooth. It's in my headphones.
We got to get the technician out there to you, man.
All right, so what I got to do is, one moment. Let me turn this off. That's why I can't hear nothing. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't trust your sound judgment all day. Your sound judgment bad all day, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It was sounding all right.
No, my sound went great all day, but you was talking shit earlier. You was hating on the real thing, man. All right.
Tell BS to send the technician to you, man.
All right, stop. See, y'all messed it up. Everything's messed up. We're going to go back down and go back into it because it's all messed up. Oh, shit. I closed the damn wrong window. Damn it! See, Bolo, that's your fault.
I'll take it.
You know what? That's a perfect time to switch. I think that was a good enough for the debate to get anyway. We gave him a lot of good credit. What was the other thing you said? Ice Cube?
Oh, yeah. Ice Cube coming out.
Ice Cube is upset right now.
Yeah.
So let's check out Ice Cube.
I shared it on my Twitter.
Cube says I remember he said he didn't want to be down. Just looking for them. Let me look at his page. Let's go to Ice Cube's page. Fuck that shit. Let's go to Ice Cube's page. I bet you it's on his fucking page, right?
Yeah, it's on his page. Twitter.
Your mama's on Twitter.
Elon shouldn't mess with us. We made him the first tech lord.
I'm already using you, Streamlabs. Stop selling. You're always selling.
Streamlabs.
And we stream yards around here. Streamlabs is the other thing I used to use that I had that was complicated.
We about to take the other one down.
I think this is actually on his page straight from Ice Cube. This is Ice Cube's page. So we're going to highlight it because my new thing is I want to give credit directly on the screen. Video credit because I'm practicing because I'm trying to be big time one day. And this is how the you know, that's how they do it. Now I'm giving video credit to Ice Cube in his page. Save. Booyah. Go here. Make sure I'm hitting play. Everything is good here. They're cool with it. Everything looks good. No problems, right? No, video's cool. That's cool. I'm doing a good job. Thank you, YouTube, for showing me respect. Treat me with dignity. I have a text message. Who's been texting me? Our guy, Mr. BAS, is a little down, not feeling too good. Well wishes to BAS, man, everybody. Say well wishes to BAS out there.
All right, Mr. BS was rushing up. We want, we ain't as young as we used to be. Our legs and bodies don't work and shit, so we got to chill sometime.
That's what I'm doing. I ain't even playing Zelda right now.
Oh yeah, that's coming soon.
That's about to be a conversation. Well, we're gonna watch this Ice Cube thing because I do see he actually did give a direct thing. The video that everybody's been using is from his page. So why not give Ice Cube his credit directly from his page, right?
Yeah, check it out.
Why go to everybody else to see what the black man got to say? Go to the black man. Shout out to Ice Cube, man. I don't think Ice Cube was.
Yo, what's cracking?
What's cracking?
Homeboy Ice Cube. And some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club.
I ain't a part of the club either.
A lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either.
There it is.
And what I realized with the club,
Roku's not part of it.
What makes them so mad
they
is
upset.
when you don't want to be a part of their fucking club.
I don't want to be.
That pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers.
Them gatekeepers.
We all got to deal with. You know
Preach,
who
brother.
they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, "What? Who? Come on, man! Stop playing!
Stop playing! Stop playing!"
So, ever since I put out the contract with Black America, they've been fucking with me. Here and there, this and that.
There it is.
I expect that. I've been working with, on the Big Three for a long time, and you know how they've been fucking with me with that.
Can you still hear him?
I done made
I can still hear him.
Plain, simple, and clear. What they've been doing, the NBA been fucking with us. Now, a lot of people might say, like, well, but Cube, you want to work with the NBA? Really, I don't give a fuck about working with the NBA. What I want them to do, when I say work with us,
leave
is
us
stop
alone,
working
man.
against us. Stop doing that bullshit behind the scenes that we know you're doing.
Leave us alone, man.
Mainstream media, they ain't fucking with us. And that's cool. We can do it
Definitely
ourselves,
us.
you know what I'm saying? We still on the rise without
Hit that like button, subscribe.
We don't need them, you don't need them.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
What am I gonna do to deal with these motherfucking gatekeepers?
Mofo.
Well, what I'm gonna do is go on a Fuck the Gatekeepers podcast tour.
Come on here. Come on our show, too.
I'm gonna go talk to everybody.
Talk to us.
And get a chance to get my message out to the people. Be able to let people hear from me, And you might agree, you might not. But the important thing is
straight out of Uptown.
For me to go on these platforms, say what I feel about what I think. And, some people may get pissed off because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing. And it's gonna be a crazy summer. It's gonna be fun. Appreciate y'all. Always support the Big Three. Hopefully I'm doing stuff that you guys dig. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for people that's bored as fuck in the summer with summer sports and want something cool like the Big Three. So here we are. Appreciate you.
Don't do that tone talk though, man.
Don't do that. Ice Cube. Remember that.
He don't know no better.
He did that tone talks, man. I don't do that tone talk.
Yeah, you want to take any voice you can get as long as the person isn't being aggressive. But you know how it is. It goes how it goes. Like he said the NBA has been sabotaging the Big Three for years.
Yeah. Well, now they really messing with him. Well, they used to mess with him a little bit. Like, a lot of ex-players was playing for it.
I find it ironic that they got a problem with Ice Cube, but they give John Moran 20 games. I think we know what the NBA's priorities are. And they dance train with the WNBA.
They want to see him in the club with the big beauty on him.
I ain't in the club. George Carlin always said it. You ain't in the club. Not in the club.
So what you think, yo?
What you mean?
No, what Cube was rapping about.
I already heard it a bunch of times and shit. I mean, it's the same shit. Kwame Brown calls it the get along gang. The go along to get along. This crazy guy I know named Volo M. Tautology or something. He calls it the flaggers.
Oh yeah, definitely the flaggers.
So I don't know how, but I don't know if you know him.
Definitely flaggers.
Well, let's see an alternate version of what Ice Cube said, because what Ice Cube said people thought was new and they thought it was different and all this stuff. We're going to pause this here. We're going to give credit to the channel we're going to go watch this on, because that's my new thing. I want to be proper, fair use, because I think that's respectful of other businesses and what they do and who they are. Even if they don't like Mr. C. So we got another fair use segment coming up. Right now, we're going to review a comparison to what Ice Cube said from George Carlin about a club and you not being in it, as you mentioned. Correct, Lolo?
There it is.
There it is. Let's see what we got. So this is one of the great skits from my number one comedian. My style of comedy is pretty much based off this guy and like Busta Rhymes and Rick James. Don't ask me how we all had sex. It was a wild night. But that's who I am when I'm on stage and whatnot. And this guy's one of those guys. Shout out to the people
States of America.
Beforehand.
It's the worst decision.
Not too bright, folks. Not too fucking bright.
Let me make sure I give credit also to the guys whose video this is. 1 second as I get that organized here. One moment. Let me put myself up here to make it smaller, because they like when you do kind of stuff like that on the YouTube. They like when you move it around, like you know what you're doing. Like, oh, I'm producing the show. I'm producing the show. Anyway, okay. Luckily for producers, we're allowed to drink while we produce. Let's hear video credit. We're going to give video credit to the channel we're watching now. Of course, you go like, check them out, follow them. Let me save it, put it on the screen. Video credit to Sky Echo 7. Fair use, just news and joke commentary. We're reviewing George Carlin in comparison to Ice Cube about when he talked about the club that you are not in. Let's get into what I call some of the greatest comedy you're ever going to hear.
But if you talk to one of them about this, if you isolate one of them, you sit them down rationally, you talk to them about the low IQs and the dumb behavior and the bad decisions, right away they start talking about education. That's the big answer to everything. Education. They say we need more money for education. We need more books, more.
Hey, Volo, sound familiar?
Yeah, exactly.
Teachers, more classrooms, more schools. We need more testing for the kids. You say to them, well, you know, we've tried all of that, and the kids still can't pass the test. So don't you worry about that. We're going to lower the passing grades. And that's what they do in a lot of these schools now. They lower the passing grades so more kids can pass. More kids pass, the school looks good, everybody's happy.
As a parent that's raising a child, what do you think about the grading system and the reward system with the trophies and shit?
You know.
Have you seen, as someone raising a boy that is almost 14 years old, as I have no children, have you seen any remnants of what we all know exists with the lowering the grades, the trophy for just showing up and farting and shitting on the floor? Come on.
I teach my son how to integrate functions over intervals every day, like.
So what Volo has told us is he hasn't left the house in 14 years. Here we go.
The IQ of the country slips another.
Volo, we need you to go outside, Volo.
And then we got to check what happened to King Randall's school.
Oh, we'll check that after this.
2 or 3 points, and pretty soon all you'll need to get into college is a fucking pencil. Got a pencil? Get the fuck in there. It's physics. Then everyone wonders why 17 other countries graduate more scientists than we do. Education. Politicians know that word. They use it on you. Politicians have traditionally hidden behind 3 things: the flag, the Bible, and children. No child left behind. No child left behind. Oh, really? Well, it wasn't long ago you were talking about giving kids a head start. Head start, left behind. Someone's losing fucking ground here. But there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason for this. There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want...
He's doing the conspiracy thing. So as me and you both know, we have our different levels of politics and social issues we want to approach as black men trying to be good, right? Education is one of your big things. Is that not right?
Yeah, I'm trying to build a school.
Okay, so did you hear how he talked about school and he's like, they don't want to fix it, this, that, and the third. I think they do want to fix it, but they don't know how to fix it the right way because there's a lot of people in the way. If you were God for a day and within the construct of the general laws that exist now, don't break any old school rules, how would you retool education to kids nowadays?
Shut down the unions.
And how would shutting down the unions make schools a better situation?
Get the parents more involved in the school system.
Excellent. So let's say, for example, the school that I worked at was called Morrison, right? It was 1,500 kids. They were 75% on welfare. I had at least 15 kids that came to school every day with dirty shirts because their mother couldn't even wash their shirt again the night before. And anytime I taught any of hundreds of kids anything, by the time they came back after the week of the next day, they had regressed back to before I met them. With that knowledge, what do you say we should do now with education?
Shut down unions.
Because guess who's shooting up out of the city? It's not the kids whose parents are going to get more involved. It's not the kids whose parents don't need unions. You get what I'm saying? Those aren't the kids. Those kids are, you know who that kid is? That kid's your son. The unions aren't a problem for him. Parents' involvement isn't a problem for your son. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. You got to check out King Randall's school.
But see, they have the unions, yet that's not a problem. They avoid parental involvement, yet in general, that's not a problem. So how serious of a concern is it? So if you could, from a tautological, botological, mathematical, scientific method perspective, how would you approach education, educating a child?
You gotta check out this King Randall video, man.
All right. So, my thing is, right, I used to be in AmeriCorps. I used to teach in school too, and they taught us this thing in training that there are 5 different learning styles. You know, there's tactile, which is when you touch things. There's one that involves motion. There's ones that involves visual. There are ones that involves hearing, and there are ones that involves just like writing, right? Or something. It's like 3 or 4. It's like 5 of them. In today's school Prussian system, Volo, they only teach to 1, and when they wheel in the TV, they adjust maybe 2 or 3. You get what I'm saying? So you know those little boys in the back of the class that want to listen? It's not because they don't want to learn. Their 2 to 3 learning styles is being ignored. So what you have to do is retool education to approach all 5 learning styles. So regardless of the kid's propensity to absorb, you find their best absorption rate, like a sponge. You get that? So you know how they test the kids and they give them paperwork and say what this kid is and all that? Hello?
You find that video?
I just want to say, I'm going to move to Taiwan and marry a fat Asian woman.
I'm talking about the real owners now. The real owners, the big wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions. Forget the politicians. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets, and they own all the big media companies, so they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls. They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed.
So, Volo, I had a work discussion the other day, and I told this to a young lady, but I didn't say it like he says it all scary. I said it in like nice, sane person terms. You know what she told me, Volo? What do you think she said to me? She's about mid-30s, maybe late 20s, and white. What do you think she said? Oh, wait. Let me add another piece. I also told her, up until the last 10 years of my life, I've been vote blue no matter who for Democrats my whole life. What do you think she told me after I told her that and then what he just said?
Y'all went to go get some to Starbucks and get some coffee, some latte?
No. She told me I was naive and that, no, the other guys are cool. The Republicans are racist, and they just became racist after Trump came in when they shifted to racism. And that black people like me, who were vote blue no matter who their whole lives, were naive the whole time. Yet, she votes Democrat and says Republicans are racist, as we did for the last 50 years. But she called me naive, a man that's 12 years her senior. And her superior,
did she have a latte?
and her veteran superior at the job.
Well, she's drinking a latte.
Well, you know, did you hear my stand-up?
Yeah. That's why I'm messing with you.
Well, let's just hang 3 niggas and make sure we're serious. Allegedly. No, because you have to have a latte at all hangings. Donald Trump made that a rule back when he was president. So let's get back to Carlin laying it down. He's only got a couple minutes left.
Well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them. That's against their interest. That's right. They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later because they own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. And by the way, it's the same big club they used to beat you over the head with all day long when they tell you what to believe. All day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged. And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. Good, honest, hardworking people, white collar, blue collar, doesn't matter what color shirt you have on. Good, honest, hardworking people continue. These are people of modest means. Continue to elect these rich cocksuckers who don't give a fuck about them. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you at all. At all. At all. Yeah. You know? And nobody seems to notice. Nobody seems to care. That's what the owners count on. The fact that Americans will probably remain willfully ignorant of the big red, white, and blue dick that's being jammed up their assholes every day. Because the owners of this country know the truth. It's called the American dream, because you have to be asleep to believe it.
And there it is. And great man right there. Thought that. And let's check out King Randall and see what's going on with his scenario. I was looking at that earlier, actually, on my other YouTube stuff. Okay, stop playing. I'm being racist. Volo, commentary on the rest of what George Carlin said.
Oh, Carlin's one of the goats, man. I fuck with Carlin. You know what I'm saying? You know, it is. It does make me want to go build my computer in the basement and hook up a Apple Vision when that comes and be lawnmower man. Just enjoy, you know, life in the Matrix. Did we get freezed?
No. I'm just looking for videos to.
I thought it might have froze on me.
I'm trying to look at the best video.
You know they watching.
All right, I'm gonna go with this one right here. Let's see what this big bitch got.
What's up, y'all? It's Jessica.
Let me look. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a review from a young lady with only 400 subscribers. Her name is Jessica Diaries. Let me put her name in there. We're gonna give this Blue Bear props. Because I'm getting my... Okay, she's got a video. It looks like she does from what I scan, it looks like pretty decent.
You got to check her out.
Yeah, well, we about to review her video about his issue, right? Because we're doing the whole internet thing. We're big time. We got a whole 3 viewers.
And all 3 streams are up?
Always. I'm looking at them. But I'm doing my job. I'm doing my due diligence. You know what I mean?
How we doing on Facebook? We got any followers on there?
Well, basically, dog. Well, no. Okay. How many people do you think follow my Skip Bags page?
Should be hundreds of thousands.
Okay, so we have 140-something thousand people on that page. But don't ask me how many people are following if you already know. It's ridiculous. It's like the dumbest question. Now, if we had a new page named My Part of Town, ask me that. Now, do you want to know how many people watch our show?
Oh, how many people watch our show?
We're getting between 50 and 100 views every week.
Oh, cool. Put a 2 in the chat room for us.
Not live. Not live.
Oh, okay.
On Facebook is really good at replaying videos to other people and offering it to them. So a lot of people watch our streams afterwards. So this is why I be kind of on your ass a little bit, because you act like whatever's happening now is just now and it's not on the internet for the next 6,000 years.
I don't know about 6,000, but...
Well, you don't plan on being here because you expect for your stuff not to get enough views for them to delete it. I don't plan on them deleting my shit. So when they don't delete my shit, you'll be on here.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
So act like it. That's all I'm saying. That's why I be giving you a hard time a little bit, because I don't think you understand. You see 1, 2, 3 viewers, don't nobody care, so you think I don't give a fuck.
Man,
100+ people see this shit after you go fucking sit back and go to work in the next 4 days.
Check out this King Randall, man.
Hey, some of these people, they millionaires. And they know my phone number. So just be aware of that. You don't got to. I'm just making. I'm just because I don't know if you're aware of that. That's why I keep working on it, because I'm like, damn, if I do something good, it can be something big. But you treat it like, they gonna look at it like, oh, they don't give a fuck.
Oh no, we care.
All right. Well, no, we just do what we do, but just like I said, when I ask you questions, just answer. You know, you hear all the time, you show up all the time, you're due diligent. You know what I mean? But just, you know. But when I'm giving you a hard time, the reason I'm giving you a hard time is because I know people are going to see this later. I'm not doing it for us, me and you just now. That's the point. I know that a month later, somebody going to come across this stream, and if we sitting around chilling, they're going to keep it moving. But if we like on it, they're going to, hey, hold up. Damn, I never seen this
shit. I feel King Randall, man. Like, you know.
Well, we're about to do the review about his school being desecrated by an 18-year-old woman and a 41-year-old man who tried to break in several days before with a gun.
So it was.
I read up on this. And the girl that tore up the place was 18, bro.
I thought it was more than 2 people.
Hey, now I'm not a Tommy Sotomayor fan. But the BT-1000 has a very strong chassis. If nobody hits that, we'll just keep it moving. So let's check this out. Video credit to the Jessica Diaries. We're going to do a quick review of what's going on with King Randall. Spread it. Play it.
Good here. Thank you for clicking on this video. I wanted to come on and give an update, an unfortunate update actually, coming from King Randall, who is the founder of the X for Boys School, or the X School for Boys, I'm sorry, and the Life Preparatory School out of Albany, Georgia. He took to his Instagram yesterday, I believe, to share that his school had unfortunately been broken into and vandalized. So if you have not heard of King Randall, you're unfamiliar with him and his story, he is, like I said, the founder of this X school. He really believes in getting out in the community, being the change that you want to see. But a lot of people came to know of him through his interview with Roland Martin, where he and Roland Martin was going back and forth. And Roland Martin was kind of shaming him for going outside of the system and opening up his own school. But we already know how Roland Martin get down. But yeah, so a lot of people associate him with conservatism, and they tend to look at that before they look at what he's actually doing. And his school is amazing. He is actually being that change that he wants to see.
Dog, they tore this dude's building up, bro.
Yep.
I think these are 2 of the people right here, right? Wait, you telling me that? Wait, no. Oh, black lady didn't do it, right? But this guy, he was one of them. Oh no, she's a cop. So this guy must be the 41-year-old guy who came again. But look how bad this is. And this is some of it.
Look at these guys. His school supports their tuition, haircuts, their suits, uniforms, field trips, extracurricular activity, equipment that they need for their workshops. This is amazing. And sadly, someone has come on and vandalized it. I thought I was showing the school, but here are some of the students that he's helping. Look at his team. He actually has a actual team of men and women who work with these boys. This is something great. Why would anybody want to come and destroy that? You know, I wish I could do something like this for my community. I wish that I had the money, but maybe I could raise it. But anyway, this ain't about me.
Bolo.
Yeah.
Do you think this was a COINTELPRO? Or do you think it was just a hater?
It's a hater. It's one of the baby daddies.
Oh my God. Or mamas.
It's the daddy.
He announced that his school had been vandalized. I'm going to read just a little bit from his Instagram. It says,
homie don't, oh shoot, I didn't throw him up. But homie don't like the fact that the kids like him, huh?
Yeah, it might be one of the baby mamas.
Because when I heard an 18-year-old girl was there, because I don't know if you saw it, right? Let me see. And go lies. 1 second. Here it is. To clear rumors. Here it is right here, matter of fact. Let me stop sharing this. Guess what up? Oh my God, I never had a Twitter. Oh my God, they're making me schedule for a Twitter right now. This is ridiculous. Whatever, give me a second. Guys, this is what happens when you make a Twitter randomly. I don't know. You guys are doing something I don't want you to do. Next, nigga. Okay, I'm gonna always change it later. Good. Skip for now. Music, entertainment, sports. Next. MMA, baseball, Barcelona, WWE, Billboard, gaming, news, Black Lives, Harry Potter. Next. I'm not following nobody. Follow one on the account. I'm not following Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is. I'm not. I'll follow Elon Musk. He's a god. Okay, good. Here we go. Let me hit this button. Then I guess they'll have me in my. Ooh, okay. So, guys, we do have an official, I guess, cat poop crazy Twitter. Matter of fact, I'm gonna follow King Randall. So now we have a cat poop crazy Twitter. So make sure you follow the cat poop crazy Carl Twitter. Anyway, so here it is right here. Let me bring this shit up on screen so you guys can see it. Rolo, can you see that?
A little bit, yeah. I can see it.
It says by King Randall at New Emerging King. Check out his Twitter and go and follow him as I just did. To clear rumors, there was only one young person among the people who vandalized our school. The female was 18. The oldest was 41. And yes, he did have a firearm on him. Thankfully I was armed myself and he wasn't able to get to his bag. So there's a couple of people and one of them was 18. Possibly someone who has let a baby out of her vagina once, as it is legal for her to do so. So let's check out some more of this wonderful young lady, the Jessica Diaries story. Oops. Oh, I'm not sharing it. Y'all must. Wait, stop it. My fault. I forgot to share her video. My bad. I'm building while we fight. Stop judging me. I'm trying to, you know how they got the different screens. You got to produce some shit. I got to move this shit around. You see that? Move around. I'm working on it. All right. So we're gonna go with this one with us to the side. Wait. We're gonna start here, and then move around.
Etc. I can go on. Some of the things that were taking those 3 people I caught couldn't get alone. I just know this was coordinated. So he's saying that this was a deliberate attack, not just on the school, but on him.
Right there.
On what he's doing for the community. And it's just sad to see this. Sad to see. Imagine what the students think going into their school, and this was something that was created for them. I remember when somebody stole my bike as a child, and I was devastated for a while. So I can only imagine if this is where these students come every day, and many of them get things that they can't get at home or that they weren't getting from their own family. And to see this being done, it's just really, really sad. And apparently, there were some rumors going around about what was going on, and King Randall took to Twitter to clear them up. Clear them up. He says to clear rumors. There was only one young person among the people who vandalized our school. The female was 18. The oldest was 41, and yes, he did have a firearm on him. Thankfully, I was armed myself, and he wasn't able to get his bag. And he leaves the website if you want to donate. It's thexforboys.org. And so this is interesting. Why would an older man, we saw those two men from that photo, they are two black men. Why would a 41-year-old man want to destroy this school for boys? And then this 18-year-old female, this doesn't make sense. And I agree with him. It does get coordinated. And so some of the people in the comments are saying, I wonder what the motive behind it is. I can see students and their little friends just causing ruckus, but when you got grown adults destroying the school, seems super evil to me. And someone else says, this is a concerted effort backed by the public school system because your school reveals what they are not doing. Stay strong. I don't know, y'all. Either way, it's really sad that someone would go and do this. And we know we have a history of betrayal, a history of selling out in the black community. I'm going to say it all the time. It started in slavery. And then we saw it during the civil rights era when black people would themselves become informants and turn on the others that were leading and actually doing something. So that's how we lost our black leaders. And so this nothing new under the sun. It's the same kind of thing. But I am so sorry to hear this. And I know that King has a very determined spirit, and he's not going to let this deter him. As he said in that post, he's still going to be operating out of their office building. He's just happy that no one was hurt. So you know, this is sad, and they're hurting financially now because of this. But he also mentioned utility bills and all kind of things. So if you can, go help those boys, help them out. It's the xforboys.org. And King Randall, we appreciate what you're doing for the community, and we know that you all are going to bounce back from this. That's all I got for this update, y'all. If you enjoyed it, please click the thumbs up button and make sure you subscribe to my channel for more updates like this.
Subscribe to us
I will
too.
talk to y'all in the next video. Peace.
There you go. All right. So King Randall. So what's your feelings on that, Bolo?
It's very upsetting, man. Very upsetting.
Well, so what do you think happened with that? Do you think he just like upset somebody and then they took off, or do you think somebody was like paid to do it, or do you think it was more like some chick got hype and lied on him and then dragged a bunch of motherfuckers up into disrespecting him? Because I can't picture him not paying somebody. I can't picture him flexing on body and starting shit. So I can only picture him making somebody either feel inferior by mistake, or somebody tried to power trip and he checked them, man or woman, and then they went and hyped everybody else up to come tear this man building up. Lying on him. What do you think?
It's already known that he has to carry a gun in his school, like to protect the school.
He teaches all the kids to shoot.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, I don't think that got me. When I'm president, I'm gonna be carrying motherfucker. I don't think that means shit. I will put one in Joe Biden's thigh if he gets too frisky in the debate. Fuck with you, illegally. Like, hey, I was standing my ground. What do you think?
But I'm trying to bounce it how we started this conversation of, you know, the issue with the public schools, and of course, you know, my son goes to a, particular public school, but which I have no concern over, because I homeschool him a lot. Like I really go over his math and social science and, et cetera, et cetera. We have nice conversations. Like that that relationship is there. Whereas the kids that I don't see that the parents aren't doing the same thing, and if I offer to help or anything, it is naturally negatively towards me for overstepping my boundaries with their children.
Well, according to Umar, any disrespect you receive is deserved because of you, and you need to fight through it and earn their respect.
All right, but you're dealing with cowards, yo.
I'm just telling you what Dr. Umar said you should do.
You know what I'm saying? I see the nationalists, right? The white nationalists and shit, right? They keep going. And, well, what's the name's doing too is they're doing it more so than the Democrats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about George Floyd. So they one will write the policy for George Floyd, and then the other one is trying to, they'll big it up too. Like we have to remember, Trump did George Floyd's eulogy. You know what I mean? Like, but the true story be the like this one. That'd be the true. That's the true story of why are they coming up and destroying an already impoverished school. You know what I mean? Where this guy is, he's basically doing gig apps to fund his own school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And teach his children. Like two of the students is his children, and then it's other people in the community, and they trying to build a good community school. And then here comes somebody that's, the drunk man from down the street, angry at them for trying to build their own shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like it makes them look bad.
I'm glad she mentioned Roly Poly Martin, because I never seen his video, but Roly Poly Martin was like Martin. I call him Roly Poly because I'm getting that from Jason Black and shit, or maybe Professor Black. Like they say he was real aggressive toward him, and like, why are you trying to do it yourself? Like we need the government to help us do this. We need the Democrats, pretty much is what he always saying.
Yeah.
But then I seen King Randall not too long ago on Whitlock. And Whitlock gave him more of an open thing, but Whitlock thing is, hey, we should be introducing, add some Christianity in it, and I'll help you. You know what I mean? Kind of a thing. That's his whole is doing a biblical, Christianity kind of view of the world or whatever. Yeah. So, but the story that came up on my page not too long ago is this girl named Ebony Kitchen, right? Now, Ebony Kitchen was a 20-something-year-old, like 24-year-old girl, and she beat up another girl on the block.
Oh, shit.
So she beat the other girl on the block. This was 2020.
Uh-huh.
And then she's chilling on Rising Sun Avenue.
Oh, shit.
And a grown-ass man comes and shoots her in the face.
Damn.
And shoots her up on the ground. Like, you know what I mean? Now,
Hitman style.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So it's like, what is it? Was it the girl that she beat up father? Like, I don't like who, but it was an older man, 50-year-old man comes and shoot her up.
Damn.
So I don't know what it is with these old men that's losing their minds to just violate people like this.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I guess he was in love. He must have been a booty warrior. What can we do? That shit is crazy. Well, that's the world. What can we do about it? But that was a good example of things that's going on. Any other topics or things you got on?
Well, that's the general synopsis of it. I've been, like I said, I keep listening to Sergeant Willie P. He's been running statistics a lot.
And he's breaking down that guy Medium's man stuff who was doing the statistics in a semi-lazy way, and he's kind of giving clarity to the statistics. For example, a lot of the red pill types will say that 20% of the men make 70% to 80% of the kids. that's not accurate because some men that are married had kids before they got married, and they also made kids within wedlock. So it's probably more about 30 to 40, maybe even as high as 45%. Still the minority of black men make all the kids. True, but it's not as low as they say. And that's what Sarge is pointing out.
Okay. Yeah. I've been listening to him. He's trying to make it as accurate as possible.
He's doing the mathematical tautology.
Yeah. I give him credit in that.
Your props to Sarge Willie P, man. Let me give him a shout out, man.
But the consensus is still, we're still looking at, 2 out of 3, children is in single parent homes. Like that's a very high ratio,
Yeah, but I will say, I looked at the last census. 60 plus to almost 60 or 65% of American homes are single parent homes. So that ain't just
no. That's a black American. White American is
no. That's all. Let me check. Single parent homes in America. Okay, so they said it was 30.
Yeah, it's 30%.
But I will say,
but black Americans is 60%.
Dog. Well, they say in the African American, I don't know. Let me see here.
Now that's where we get into. That's where Sarge is right in saying when we say African Americans, we gotta reorganize the race, because you talking about African Americans, you talking about Barack Obama, you talking about Elon Musk. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about some people that can take that claim of African American. When they whether or not they
even still, that's
black.
1 out of every 3 Americans.
Yeah, 1 out of 3 is that's America.
That's that's extremely significant, right?
Yeah, but black Americans is 2 out of 3.
Not true, because black Americans are only 13% of the country.
But 2 out of 3 out of the 13%.
Well, that just means because we've been sabotaged by the white man. Don't you make me go all Dr. Umar on you, nigga. I don't feel like paging Dr. Umar right now. I'm already playing the beat. Maybe page Dr. Umar on your ass. I got him on Nigga Dial. He shows up for a blunt and 3 big booty bitches.
I fuck with Umar, except for, what I'm saying? It's like, Umar, I'm trying, but these baby daddies out here, they out of control.
Hey, man, like he says he wants us to he says it shouldn't matter what they do. We should just raise their children and ask them to do nothing.
I'm trying.
So you can earn the respect of the women that fucked them.
Yeah, but then one of the baby daddies will come vandalize the school.
I mean, that's y'all boy. That's y'all homie.
No.
I don't know. Y'all messed up. What's going on? I'm just doing
My Part of Town podcast.
Yeah.
But I'm glad we brought up the Ice Cube thing, because the Ice Cube thing is hilarious, because that's all he said was, I have a plan, and then he got ousted. And then that's when Kamala started talking about stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Biden was talking like I give 25 million to certain black scholars, African American scholars or students, right? Yeah. And then Trump come and be Mr. Funny Man and say, I got a $500 billion plan. and it's still posted, but nobody want to talk about it.
Oh, the new thing with Trump right now that's blowing their mind is the fact that even if he go to jail, he can still be the president.
I know.
They wasn't ready for that one.
He's still gonna run, right?
Oh, he'll run from inside a cell if he has to.
Like, would you vote for him if he in a jail cell saying he's running for
I'd vote for me, but I mean, out of spite, I might have to do it just to let people know it's real. I just want to see if it gets counted. It's like a project for me at that point. It's a project at that point. If we vote for somebody in jail, I figure America's done anyway. I'm like, let me make a project out of this.
I know. They'll do it. I know. But yeah, I'm moving back to my Kenyatta thing. I've been promoting Kenyatta because Kenyatta hit the reset button with me. Because he's back on, hey, this is what let's analyze what this hip hop really is, and understand, difference between hip hop and rap,
Okay, so why don't you just give us a general, overall, quick, fast version of hip hop versus rap from your technical and social perspective?
Hip hop is an American culture created by the children like Emmett Till, Claudette Colvin, Ruby Bridges of the 1960 Civil Rights Movement. Our original orators, MCs, speakers, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Kwame Ture. We got to start moving in that kind of a direction, From the Civil Rights Movement, that's what evolved our culture and gave us a direction and a purpose. And we're about peace, compassion, unity, and having fun safely. Today, and the piggyback off of how the system is taking control. I noticed that whenever I play something on my Apple Music, after it plays that song, it kicks in the artificial intelligence. So it might play Nas's Ether. That'd be the next song that it play, which is a very popular song and one of the favorite songs of hip hoppers of that era because of the conflict between him and we like sportsmanship between him and Jay-Z, and everybody, most hip hoppers say, Ether is the one that ended.
He got a piece of Jay-Z on that.
Yeah, he really put a hurting on Jay-Z with that track.
Only a couple of idiots say the Jay-Z one, but those guys are losers.
But I'm just noticing that it likes to go to there to the conflict, and then then from there it can be Pop Smoke or whatever. It'll go wherever it wants to go and find its way back to a lot of this rap culture. Not with I spell with a C as opposed to hip hop culture, where we spell with a K.
So what would you say it makes a rap culture with it? Because hip hop, you would say, has a history, it has a conscience, it has a basis. It almost has an individualistic aspect where you remember people's individual styles being compared. How would you say that is different in rap?
Because it is forming like it is how Wu-Tang came to be. Like, you're dealing with quote unquote non-rappers, but they had so much respect for each other that each and all nine of them had a different style to their own. So it is like it is encouraging originality within the non quote unquote rappers, and them working together to become better MCs.
So question, do you think since it's no longer physically dangerous to use or snatch someone's style, is that why people all kind of use similar styles and don't create many of their own?
Yeah, I think so. And they just lack originality. They don't study. Like if you study, you'll hear like rest in peace to Old Dirty Bastard. I remember you guys saying that he was a little bit of Bismarcky, a little bit of Master Ace, whoever, like Big Daddy Kane. Like he's a little bit like he took those two styles and created.
Yeah. Everybody's a combination of somebody. Yeah.
So, it is paying tribute to the ones before, and then the originals, the Chuck D's and everybody, they give their credits to the 60s, 70s singers and the Gil Scott Herons and stuff like the original poets over music,
Excellent. So there you go. So excellent. So one is more historically based, the other is more kind of fly by night, which creates a different type of style that's new and lazier, but actually resembles more old school hip hop like Curtis Blow, where it wasn't too complex.
Yeah, they came in and simplified.
Yeah, it's like it says a lot of raunchier stuff, but it's as simple as Curtis Blow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very interesting. All right, so we still, of course, got our Philly bio, Mr. Stephen Macht, to talk about. Also, is there anything else you want to go over?
What time are we looking at?
We at the 45. We 15 past.
Oh, all right, yeah. Run the thing, because I might fall asleep.
Oh, I'm about to lose Bolo. I'm about to watch that naked yoga. It's over now.
I don't do that naked yoga.
That's what all the dudes doing naked yoga say.
I'll do that, Animal Crossing builder.
Yeah, I bet.
They be coming up with some dope islands, bro.
I stop me. I wonder if there's a video about Stephen Macht. 1 minute. I'll experiment. Cause I like reading, it's fun. But let me see if there's a good 5-minute bio, quick bio on them. I might take that. Let me see it. Nope. Oh, so they talk about it. So I think they talk about his kids, but not him. Okay. All right, so we're going to be reading about him. Get him up here. And this is our guy. Matter of fact, let me put me in there and make the word pretty up, but they can't see the words. Let me go like that. There we go. They can see the words best like that. All right. So what do we got here is our Philly bio of the week, and there's a wonderful gentleman. His name is Mr. Stephen Macht. Mr. Stephen Robert Macht. He was born on May 1st, 1942. Wow, in the middle of war, no less. He's an American television and film actor. Stephen Macht was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, raised in Brooklyn Heights, New York. After being discovered by a talent scout, he left teaching and started making frequent appearances on TV shows and movies. Some notable roles include Yoni Netanyahu. Oh, like Netanyahu? Like the Netanyahu? Oh, okay. I ain't getting into that. In the Raiden at the Baby. Joe Cooper in Knots Landing. Nice. And David Killer in Cagney and Lacey. Wow. He also directed episodes and appeared in various feature films such as The Choir Boys, The Monster Squad. Macht has been married to Suzanne Victoria Pollier, not Pollier, since 1964, with whom he has 4 children. Including actor Gabriel Macht. So when I Googled him to look for videos, it was showing videos about Gabriel Macht and his family. This is his father. Excellent. In addition to his acting career, Macht is an ordained chaplain, so he's a man of God, and an author of a book called The Moral Change, A Tragedy or Return. How Aristotle's tragic reversal illuminates Maimonides' Teshuva, which means nothing to me. As father of Gabriel Macht, he is portrayed as Henry Gerard, a Harvard professor in the U.S. legal drama Suits. So I believe Mr. BAS watches this show called Suits.
I think you mentioned that, yeah.
Yep, Mr. BAS likes that show. Yeah. So in his early life, he was born in Philly. He was born to Jewish parents. My J Froze, shout out to you. Shout out to Bob Ross. Jeanette and Jerome living in Mock. He was raised in Brooklyn Heights, New York until age 9. His father died, and he moved his mother and oldest brother to live with his maternal grandfather in Haberdashery in Mystic, Connecticut, which sounds like a horrible place to live. He was spotted by Universal Studios Talent Scout while he was performing at the Stratford Shakespeare Festival in 1975, which is the year I was born. So that's pretty cool. He did several other great roles in acting, ceremonies in the 70s, teaching. He's in the Raiden at the Baby as Netanyahu. He rescued hostages of Uganda in 78. He was on some Immigrants movie. He did The American Dream in 81. Did some stuff, did some Knots Landing, Strange Voices, Benedict Arnold and George Washington. He's in Flight 90, Disaster of the Potomac. He's in Cagney and Lacey. He's in Star Trek Deep Space Nine as a character. He was kicking it, rolling by Jean-Luc Picard in Star Trek Next Generation. Also, he had some friendship stuff going on in Vienna, rolling with the Disney Channel in the 80s. He's in a movie called Moment of Truth and Deception. He's in Babylon 5 at some point. One Life to Live, the soap opera. Spent some time in that. That's outstanding. General Hospital, a couple of the other ones. He also starred opposite his son, actor Gabriel Macht in Suits. So he even got to be in Suits, the show. So Mr. BAS has actually seen this guy act in films. So that's pretty cool. He's in feature films like The Choir Boys, Nightwing in 1970. What the fuck is that about? Bats that eat people or something? Nightwing. That's weird. I thought it was about the kid that hangs out with Batman. The Mountain Men, Galaxia, The Last Winter, The Monster Squad, Stephen King's Graveyard Shift in the 90s. Amityville, It's About Time in 92. The Legend of Galgameth in 96. The Watchers Reborn. Mock has also played Dr. Harris in 3 installments of the Trancers series films. That about Trancers. He had a personal life. He was married to Suzanne Victoria Poulier. Once again, Poulier. Say it with me. Poulier. All right. Good. As an archivist and museum curator since 1964, they have 4 children. Julie, Ari, Serban, actor Gabriel, and Jesse. So I guess the rest are failures. Well, Jesse's a musician, so he's only half a failure. But I doubt he makes money or has a job. Macht is also an ordained chaplain in his book Moral Challenge, Tragedy or Return. How Aristotle's tragic reversal illuminates Maimonides' Teshuva was published on Amazon in October 2016. Once again, his filmography: The Super Cops, Choir Boys, Raiden at the Baby, Nightwing, The Mountain Men, Galaxia, Enola Gay, Men, the Mission, and the Atomic Bomb. Ooh, he was in a cool Atomic Bomb movie about the Enola Gay in the 80s. That's pretty dope. I might have heard of that movie. Huh. Anyway, The Last Winter, Scarecrow, Mr. King, Blake's Magic, The Monster Squad, Columbo episode, Graveyard Shift, Highlander series. He was in the Highlander series. I bet there could be only one. Amityville, It's About Time, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Galgameth, Touch Me, Watchers Reborn, Sliders, Swallows, Final Voyage. Is that movie where people almost get hurt? Yep, Final. Oh, that's with Ice-T. Anything when that's when they were on the boat. They were on the yacht. Final Voyage. I remember that. Terrible movie. Agent Red, Outside the Law. Is that a Steven Seagal movie? Outside the Law. Is that a Steven Seagal movie? Okay, that's totally fake. If Steven Seagal is the 3 title of Steven Seagal. Femme Fatales, I guess it was a TV show about some broads. Atlas Shrugged, Part 2. And Suits, which his son has been in. He's been a recurring character. And that is everything for our guy, Stephen Macht, who is a reference to what's going on because Mr. BAS watches the show. What say ye, Bolo and Tautology?
Okay, I gotta follow up on that. And then I wasn't really looking at the screen just now, so I didn't see the picture of him.
Well, did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. He's in a lot of stuff, especially the Star Trek ones. I wonder what character he's in. I don't watch all the Star Trek.
Yeah. I would have read it, but it was so much to read. I try to fly through it and make it entertaining.
Yeah, I know. I hear you.
Yep. All right. Zelda report.
I'm still on 6 stars. 6 hearts. I ain't really doing nothing.
So give us a more technical explanation how your last trip to the shrine was.
Well, yeah, I'm at a shrine that's in the sky, and it's, the sky floats, and I have a laser beam that's connected to the shrine, that's coming that I can see that's resonating from another floating island that's a good 8 blocks away or so. I can't get to it. I can't figure out how to get to it. So that's my dilemma right now. I just jumped off. I can teleport back to the shrine, but I can't figure out how to
make like a flying vehicle.
I can, but it won't make it. So I got to figure out how to increase my battery.
Oh, so you gotta whack. You can make one, but it doesn't last long enough.
Yeah, it don't last long enough to make it over there.
It's like the Wright brothers. You got 12 seconds.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It ain't lasting too long.
Listen, I made a play,
and then I got these rockets now too. So I figure if I can figure out how to get the rockets over there, I might be able to rocket over.
Ooh, oh yeah, ride the rocket, huh?
Yeah, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, that's the Zelda report there. Then we got the last thing is the word of the day. You get ready for that?
Word and slang of the day from Ziggy.
Ziggy, what's the word of the day? Ziggy, what's the word of the day?
Okay, here is the word of the day from the SAT Word of the Day skill.
Today's SAT prep word of the day is mundane. It means someone or something that is typical or ordinary. And it's spelled MUNDANE. Here's how you use mundane in a sentence. She was given the mundane task of washing the dishes. If you're enjoying your SAT word of the day, check out our slang word of the day skill. Just ask Alexa to enable slang word of the day to start learning new words.
I gotta use the SAT word of the day. She was given the mundane task of sucking this nuts, bitch. And she was bullshit. That's a mundane task. Not hard work, lady. What? Great SAT word. I got an 1100. What is the slang word, Bolo?
Ziggy, enable slang word of the day.
Okay, here's slang word of the day.
Today's slang word of the day is LMK. It's an acronym that stands for Let Me Know. Here's how you use it in a sentence. LMK if you're coming to study group tonight. Enjoying your slang word of the day from your dictionary? Please leave us a review in the Alexa app.
Oh, okay, so I can use this one in a sentence also. Bolo, LMK, if I ever say LMK in a sentence, and you can smash my brains in because I'm done.
LOL.
Jesus Christ. Somebody ever says that to you in a sentence, you just take them out back. And as president, I will pardon you. They're going straight to Guantanamo, no Vaseline. And there's not even a Guantanamo when I'm done. LMK. Nobody says that. It's like a text. But I get what she means. They should explain the slang word as text slang versus verbal slang. Nobody uses text shorthand in conversation. And if they do, you should probably call the FBI because they're saving up a whole lot of bullets and AR-15s.
You're trying to figure it out.
That's all I'm saying. What else we got? Of course, this weekend we always got our show coming out called Bolo and Butthead's Techopalooza. I am Butthead. My job is to take Bolo's intense, deep, scattered, tautologist thoughts and bring them together and give them to you in layman's terms so we can move forward and advance this society. So definitely check us out this Saturday at 7:30 Pacific Standard Time, 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. On Mondays, of course, we have the Noodle-Free Mondays podcast, where we analyze crazy things that people do, look them up, and talk about why they're so daggone nuts up. Yep, that's what we do. And that happens to be us as the actual guest and host by coincidence, but that's not the point. We want other stuff to laugh at and realize how damaged they are, not us. So we got our two shows going on. We're closing the show. We got a couple minutes left. Volo, you got some final words for him?
Just check Volothamp M Modulus Tautology, Volothamp M Tautology on Facebook, Volo Tautology on Twitter. Volo Television is the YouTube page, and I'm gonna get more posts out there. Facebook isn't liking my posts, so I'm starting to share it everywhere else. TikTok is Volothamp M Tautology too.
Outstanding. There we go, Volo. There we go. Just clicking through some of the things. Like, share, subscribe to us and Ice Cube. Also, show some love for King Randall out there who took a really big hit. I'm going to do a show wrap-up at the end from all the stuff I posted. Also, Dr. Oz, even though I was going to bust your ass, I still might. Shout out to Dr. Oz and John Fetterman for doing what they do. Shout out to Mount Airy Uptown, Wadsworth. Are always in the building. Shout out to my man that's shouted out, mess with us on Twitch. Drip God Luffy. He from out west, so he was gonna call the cops. I think that's why he got off. He didn't want the cops to show up. Our shows always start at about 8-9 PST Pacific Standard Time. We want to always thank you for watching. Check out Hip Hop versus Rap Conversation so you can learn the difference, and check out a really great talent, Mr. Sergeant Willie P. He has a lot of great knowledge for strong young men like King Randall, who could do some great things. I'm Mr. C. the Enforcer, aka Poppy Carlo Z Bad Boy. Also, a big shout out to our Philly bio of the week too, Mr. Stephen Macht and his children and all their talents and efforts. Shout out to Zelda holding it down on the block. And it's the My Part of Town podcast. We're on the last couple of minutes. Always say, love is good. Life is better. And you motherfuckers better do something to make you last forever. Because when it's gone, it's gone. And it's never coming back. My Part of Town. Back on Saturday and Monday, motherfuckers. We out. And go get that page of Dr.